Hey Bear, hey Chidarin. Oof, here we are. Yeah, the music is hype. Yeah, that's where we left off. Okay. At that moment, there was a slight sound, and the golden key that hung in the air shook. The seal on the key had finally broken. Batler grabbed it immediately. However, at exactly the same moment, a magical impulse shook the entire vast space of the key room. Hey, Moth-chan.
Nani?
That impulse seemed to have shaken something inside my pocket. Wonder what that be. Hey, Tostators. Yeah, it's always the one. I stuck my hand in and found that the fragment Lambda Delta had given us to return to the Golden Land had shattered.
くそ、ラムダにもらったかけらが。
惜しかったわね。もう逃げ場はないわよ。
ベルンカステル。
ラムダがもう少し賢く立ち回っていたら、もう5秒は稼げていたかもね。そうしたらあんたたちはその鍵を手に黄金鏡に逃げ帰れていた。ラムダが。主がバカだとミコも苦労するわね。
Okay.
ほう。
Shattering quietly showed her surprise. To truly surprise her was no easy task. What is happening? What? The Witch of Miracles, who boasted that no one could even step on her shadow unless she wished it, fell. Oh my god. Excuse me? Oh gosh. After taking Batler's right fist to her face, she fell. Bernkastel's body immediately split into dust and reconstructed itself in front of Batler, as though nothing had happened. However, she was holding her cheek. How to spot the signs of cat abuse? Oh no. She couldn't undo the fact she had been hit. For the first time in 100 years, she had let someone tread on her shadow without wishing it. After I saw this, I went, okay, I'm finishing this VN today. Oh wow, that must have been a roller coaster ride. Her expression gradually filled with shock. And Batler's? It couldn't be seen. His outstretched right arm was blocking it, so his expression couldn't be seen. We saw it plenty earlier, it was pretty badass. Oh, the voice. The voice that goes into the depths of my bones, yes. The golden punch. She didn't let the next strike hit her. Bernkastel vanished like mist, then reformed a short distance away. However, Batler had only missed by a hair's breadth. Not because she had intentionally made it so, but for real. Finally, she truly began to feel the pain of being punched in the face. Too many years had caused her to forget the very concept of pain. Very slowly, it was coming back to her. Bernkastel writhed in anguish, holding her cheek. The feeling forgotten for centuries seemed to be hitting home hard. Batler looked at her. Their eyes met. Once again, Bernkastel remembered an emotion she had forgotten for hundreds of years. Is Sirius Batler cool or what? I mean, oh wow. He's all fun and jokes and sexual innuendos until he gets serious. And then a shudder. What Batler saw before his eyes was Bernkastel trembling with fear for the first time in centuries. To Bernkastel, it didn't even look like Batler was rushing at her to deliver another punch. It was as though she was being sucked towards where he stood, with his furious fist raised. As her eyes opened wide in terror, Batler's massive fist filled her vision. Of course, he wasn't capable of hitting her. Bernkastel was just like a shadow. I don't think I know that character. There's also, hi Bancho, sorry I missed your reply. It was true that trying to grasp her form was meaningless, akin to growing envious of the moon reflected on the water and trying to hit it with a stone. You cannot smash the moon on the water's surface simply by throwing stones at it. However, Batler threw, and threw, over and over. Ah, protagonist of the Yakuza games, got it. Determined never to allow the moon to appear there again. Fiercely thrown pebbles tore the water's surface. They smashed the moon's reflection, splitting apart the water surface itself, leaving even the bottom of the pond bare, breaking through everything. And that certain and absolute willpower broke through to a miracle. A backwards kick that Batler shot out without even looking behind him drove into empty space. In that space, Bernkastel reappeared with a foot in her gut. Oh yeah! Yeah, music is incredibly hype. Wow. What a moment. Oh no. The Witch of Miracles fell. For the second time, she fell. Once would have been a miracle. Things that happen more than once aren't miracles anymore. Is Sirius Batler hot? Batler is hot. Batler is always hot, but he's especially hot right now. Yeah. Bernkastel understood. Batler had her fully grasped. Then she fell, slammed against the floor, struggled up onto her hands and knees, and vomited. She threw up violently over and over. Her face was covered with pain and vomit and tears and snot. Oh my god. Then she looked up at Batler with a furious expression and howled. And she wasn't howling at Batler. Mom.
すまぬが、私はラムダデルタ教の最後を記すので忙しい。私は手を貸せぬのでな。お前たちが少し助けてやるとよい。
What the kitties? Okay. Federine's guard, the cat overlords, now formed a different constellation. Then each drew a magic circle and began chanting.
この猫たちね、それぞれがみんなあんたのようなゲームの主人公の慣れの果て。どいつもこいつもそれぞれの勇壮な物語で主人公を務め、その勇敢なる物語に名誉を授けられ、アウローラの警護を許された。
Okay.
それぞれがね、国やら星やら宇宙やらの存亡をかけて戦ってきたのよ。
Imagine you do that and then you just become someone's cat. Okay. That doesn't sound like much of a reward to me, but maybe I'm looking at it from the wrong perspective.
あんたはせいぜい妹やら妄想の魔女やらとのゲームごっこがせいぜいじゃない。主人公の格が違うのよ。食らってくたばりなさい。ぶち込んでやれゲロカス様。お兄ちゃん。
The many spectacular magical spells displayed the beginning of a universe, the creation of planets, then their destruction and the universe's end, all in an instant. After that, not a speck of dust should remain. However, when the smoke cleared, there was a person standing there. It stood there, its hands in its pockets, and its head hanging quietly. Its face was in shadows and couldn't be seen.
お兄ちゃん。何よ。
Batler seemed to be completely uninjured. I died as a hero and got resurrected as a domestic short hair. Sounds like a light novel title. Man, what's happening? Zeku made a similar joke in the Discord today. Like, you guys' naming sense for light novel is just through the roof today. I can totally see that being a real title of a real novel. Ay, ay, ay. Alright. Not only were his clothes not burnt, his hair hadn't even been disturbed.
何よこれ。バカ猫たち。全然聞いてないじゃない。
Imagine you do all of that and now you're being called a stupid cat. What was it again? Where was it? Each one fought for the very existence of their country, their planet, their universe, and now they're stupid cats. That surely worked out great for them. It probably is real. Yes, they are. The naming game for light novels is just on a completely different level. The cat overlords silently shook their heads, sending a short report to their master. Impossible to parry. True that. True that. One of them is Trailblazer, I guess so. Is the other Firefly? Oh my god. Honkai Star Rail is leaking into chat. No, it's perfect, those staters. It's perfect.
なんですって彼らの物語は誰にも邪魔できんらしい。すまぬな、我が巫女よ。どうやら猫たちにもお手上げのようだ。何が各界の魔王たちよ。あんたたちだってかつてはどこかのゲーム版の主人公だったんでしょ。それがこのざま。恥を知りなさいよ。
The cats knew. They had known from the very beginning. If this man before them was the main character of this board, they wouldn't be able to interfere. Yeah. MC privileges. Like, nice.
ゲーム版にて物語を紡ぐのはゲームマスターのみに許された特権である。それを主張された以上、私も物書きの端くれとしてそれを尊重せぬわけにはいかん。私は感激の立場に戻ろうぞ。役立たず主。バトライ、我が巫女がそなたの仲間を愚弄したことを謝ろう。そしてそなたのゲームを紡ぐ権利がゲームマスターであるそなたにあることも理解した。そなたの物語はそなたが紡ぐ。それもよかろう。だが我が巫女も今はそなたのゲームのゲームマスターでな。2人が同時にゲーム版を広げたらしい。一つのゲームに2人のマスターとはめったにないことだが、私はこの奇跡を喜んでいる。
It's a miracle.
なぜならそなたたちの最後のゲームにふさわしいものになると確信したからだ。
立てベルンカステル。
なるほどね。ゲームマスター同士が戦うのはそのゲームに乗っ取るべきだって言いたいのね。最初からそうだと言えばいいのに。
Bernkastel slowly got to her feet and made her body melt away like mist. Then she appeared in the air once again, facing Batler.
いいわ。あんたのゲーム版のルールで戦ってあげるわ。ただ私はあんたたちほど悠長じゃないから。短期そして圧倒的に出題して瞬時に終わらせてしまうわ。私のお相手は誰？二人がかりでも一向に構わないわよ。お兄ちゃん、私も戦うわ。
来るな。
どうして？
お前はそこで見ているんだ。そして今度こそ俺が伝えたかったことを理解しろ。
お兄ちゃん、それでいい？アウローラ、私が立ち会い人となろうぞ。
Indeed, he is exuding coolness through each and every single pore. He's just up there, like I don't even have words to describe at which level of coolness he is.
我が巫女を打ち破れたなら、そなたらを黄金鏡へ送り返すことを約束しよう。
That's also true. He's been through a lot. He deserves it.
黄金鏡がまだ残っていればの話だけれどね。
俺はみんなを信じてる。
そうよ、ベアトやみんなが負けるはずがない。なら強砲は早い方がいいわね。
Okay, I don't like when the wind starts blowing.
エリカ、報告を許すわ。いらっしゃい。
When Bernkastel snapped her fingers, Erika appeared with a bow.
お取り込み中、失礼いたします。我が主。悪かったわね、エリカ。あなたがせっかく朗報を持ち帰ってきてくれたのに、待たせてしまって。はい、お喜びください、我が主。黄金鏡が消滅しましたことをご報告申し上げます。嘘だわ。黄金鏡は完全に崩壊、瓦解し、その全てが虚無の海に沈んだことをご報告申し上げます。
This song I do not like. It gives me too many sad vibes.
人間は愚か、幻想の住人に至るまでその全ては消滅いたしました。嘘よ、私は信じない。 なら信じさせてご覧に入れましょう。我が主、これを。
Erika humbly presented an object wrapped in cloth. It shone with a golden light.
何かしら？黄金のリンゴかしら？黄金鏡の主、ベアトリーチェの心臓にございます。ベアト。
Bernkastel grabbed hold of it, held it aloft, and gazed at it.
こんな様になってもまだ動いているのね。かわいいわ、ベアトリーチェ。あんたというゲーム版を再び誰かが広げてくれるかもしれない。まだそう信じているのよね。大丈夫よ、お兄ちゃん。私たちはベアトが討ち取られるところを見てない。あれはエリカたちの策略だわ。私たちの士気をくじこうという策略よ。あるいはベアトの策略だわ。やられたふりをして姿を変えているのよ。ベアトリーチェが、みんなが、黄金鏡が滅ぼされるわけなんてないそうよね。未来の魔女がそう信じればそういうことにもできるのかもしれないわね。だから見せてあげるわ。よく見ていなさい。1998年の未来の魔女。
Bernkastel threw the golden heart into the air like an apple. Then, with the blood-red blade of a scythe that appeared in her hand, she split it. Not thanks for being born, no!
1986年10月に死亡した。よって彼女が生み出した黄金鏡は完全に滅び去った。黄金鏡に生かされていたお前の親族たちも全員滅び去った。お前の父も母も、そしてもちろんバトラも二度とお前のところに戻り、お前の名を呼ぶことはない。未来の魔女には解釈を好きに変えて上書きをする力があるわ。でも一つだけどうあがいても書き換えられない事実がある。それが死よ。肉体的あるいは精神的なあらゆる概念の死をあんたは覆せない。過去の魔女が未来の魔女に食らわせることのできる唯一の真実の刃よ。
こらえろ、エンジ。でもお前は受け入れるって決めたろ。誰も帰ってこなくても生きるとお前は決めたろ。
分かってるけど。
Even so, a tiny sliver of hope had remained inside Enja's heart. A hope that despite everything, just maybe, if I was blessed with a miracle, someone would come home after all. It wouldn't matter when. It could be 10 years later or 50 years later. It wouldn't even matter if they didn't recognize my face. I believed that someone might come back someday. And I had decided to live with that tiny hope in my chest. Even though I had accepted everyone's death for a time, even though I had seen it in the book of the single truth, even so, I thought, what's the harm in believing in a miracle? Just a little. A miracle that you believe in when you know it won't happen is hope. And so, the witch who presided over the fact that miracles don't happen had ruthlessly torn that hope away.
泣くな。
分かってる。 あんたが今泣き言をささやくその兄も
We get it already!
お兄ちゃんは死んでないここにいるここにいるもん
泣くな、エンジェ。
でも
泣くな
At Batler's shout, Enji bit back her tears. Why did Goda have to... Let's not pin it on Goda, he was trying his best.
だからなんだ
If it weren't Goda, it would have been something else, you know. I don't think it's the point, that's the point.
未来に生きるお前に過去の俺たちが何の意味があるエンジェ
Oh, babe. Pet pet.
お前は何の魔女だ俺たちの生死なんかお前には全く関係がないだろ
そんなことない生きててほしい
違う生き死にをお前は超えられるだろ
Enji didn't understand what he was telling her. So, stunned into silence, she frantically considered what her brother was trying to tell her. Batler slowly lifted his face and stared at Bernkastel.
そしてお前は魔女じゃない死神だ
そうね私はあらゆる奇跡と希望を刈り取る鎌を持つならばきっとそうに違いないわ
エンジェから生きる希望を奪い取り死へいざなう
The one who teased Enji with truths of the past, stealing the future from her eyes and making her look only at what was already behind her. And the one who thrust the hope-crushing, single truth in front of her, gently pushing her from behind as she, of her own accord, took that step from the skyscraper's roof off into a world of nothingness.
今こそお前という呪縛からエンジを解き放つエンジはもう過去の呪いにとらわれない未来に踏み出すだがそこはお前が誘おうとする奈落の虚空にじゃないエンジが力強く生きる1998年より先の未来なんだ
人間は過去を見ながら後ろ向きに未来へ歩む哀れな生き物
Apex.
だから簡単な落とし穴に気づけず真っ逆さまに無残に滑稽に転落する
来いよベルンカステル過去の魔女のお前に未来の輝きは遮れない
さあ行くわよあんたのゲーム版のルール密室の謎を出題してあげるわでもね私は短期で圧倒的でめんどくさがり屋だから全部一度に出題してあげるわよ
Bernkastel spread her hands, and it seemed as though a halo or angel wings were spreading out behind her. Let's do this for a few seconds. It's for Chidorin. There you go. Each of the countless rays that spread out from her was the blue trailing blade of a locked room mystery. They were the countless, endless number of locked room mysteries that Bernkastel had amassed. The souvenirs she had brought back from the many places she had visited during her long travels through the Sea of Fragments. Oh hey Plato, hi. All of those rays twisted at once and aimed towards Batler. It was as though infinite giant snakes had turned their heads to stare at him.
一つでも謎を打ち漏らしたら
He told you well. Yeah, yeah. Welcome, welcome. And by that I don't mean myself. But just like generally, our tiny little group here. This is goodbye.
私はベアとミライに10月5日の24時までに回答すればいいなんてほど悠長じゃないの。
I'm not really ready for this.
即答できなきゃ死。
In that case, this wasn't mystery anymore. This wasn't an intellectual game, but a merciless assault.
死ね。
All at once, hundreds of guided lasers known as mysteries shot at Batler. The complex geometric figure drawn by those blue lasers was nothing but divinely beautiful. Each one was a mystery. Trying to solve each one in this oppressive hailstorm would be like threading a storm of approaching needles. Batler flew freely through this vast space, dodging the beautiful blue streaks of mystery as he shot them down one after another. The entirety of the mystery knowledge he had built up to this day told him the answer to each puzzle. Ooh, big brain Batler. Each time his eyes glowed with the answer, one of the mysteries shattered. However, that mystery was only one of hundreds. This hardly rose to the level of opposition or resistance. Incompetent no more. He was never incompetent. I didn't believe it for a second.
解けないミステリーはないように逃れ得ぬ運命だってな。お兄ちゃん見ていろエンジ俺がお前に伝えたいことを見過ごすんじゃねえぞ。
By now, the bundle of mysteries looked like one giant snake with blue streaming behind it. Batler skillfully dodged it, precisely splitting its many fangs off one by one. Even though he knew it was useless resistance, like trying to pick up all the grains of sand on a beach one by one.
やるわね。本格ミステリーは得意なの？じゃあ変革は？
Oh god.
他にも他にも古今東西のあらゆるミステリーに挑んでもらおうかしら。
Even though Batler was still fighting the giant snake, wings appeared behind Bern once more. Ay. And they gave birth to 7 more huge snakes. I don't like snakes. Please, get it out of my face. It now looked like a great dragon with 7 heads.
後ろ宮バトラー、確かにあんたはなかなかの読書家にしてミステリー通だわ。でもまだまだ若い。あんたが読んだ本の数やミステリーの数なんてたかが知れている。世の中にはあなたがまだ読んだこともない謎やトリックが無数に存在することを知りなさい。お兄ちゃん、もう無理よ。お願いだからもう逃げて。ベルンカステルには勝てない。
Batler's expression remained calm. However, his whole body was covered with sweat and he was breathing hard. It was clear that he couldn't overcome this onslaught, though he himself refused to admit it. Batler wiped away his sweat and fixed his gaze on the 8 snake heads that surrounded him in the 3 dimensions.
お前は家族の誰かが生きているかもしれないという12年を生き、そしてその心を失った。お前は一度起こらぬ奇跡の前に屈したんだ。
それは
なら未来へ踏み出そうとするお前を見送る俺が 再び奇跡の前に屈するわけにはいかねえんだよ。
そうね。それでも私はあんたたちの奇跡と希望のすべてを刈り取る。奇跡も希望もすべて無慈悲にね。
What was now an 8-headed dragon opened its 8 jaws. It looked for weak points from all angles, hoping to swallow Batler in a single gulp. He wouldn't be able to dodge any longer.
エンジェさん、奇跡ってやつを期待してるならおあいにくですよ。レアとは今や完全に滅ぼされ、それを赤で宣言までされました。それが何を意味するかわレアトが滅んだということ、黄金鏡が滅んだということ、それは誰も彼もが消え去ったことを意味するんですよ。つまり都合よくこの場に現れてピンチを助けてくれるような味方はもう一切存在しないということです。
Beto had been destroyed, and that had been confirmed in red. Therefore, no one else would come to rescue them. Even Eva was a resident of the Golden Land. After helpfully breaking the key's seal ahead of their arrival, she had probably hidden away somewhere. However, now that Beto had been destroyed, all of the residents of the Golden Land had met the fate as ice under the sun. Any faint hopes that Eva was hiding in the shadows, ready to save them from this final pinch, had been completely crushed from the moment that Bernkastel had smashed the Golden Heart. No longer was there anyone who could save them. There was no hope at all of her brother being saved by any factor not already present. What about herself? I'm just standing here watching. If I help, will I be able to bring about some kind of miracle? But I don't know that much about the mystery genre. I only have the most superficial knowledge of how to fight, gleaned from watching Beto's game fragments. I'll have my work cut out just trying not to slow him down, so there's no way I'll be able to protect him. But I can't just watch.
お兄ちゃん、私にも戦わせて。
クーダ、それでもお前は見ていろ、そして考えろ。
何を？
一番最初の6歳の時のお前の一番最初の心に戻れ。
6歳の私の心？
お前は真実を求めて12年間を生きた。だがそれは本当の一番の願いじゃなかっただろう。
私の一番の願い？
その願いと希望を俺たちは守りたかった。
It sure has. Sorry about that.
しかしお前は残念ながらそれを台無しにしちまった。だからその希望を捨てて未来に歩み出さなきゃいけない。でもな、それでもな、お前に心の力があるなら持てるんだよ。
Yes, yes, oh, those theaters, oh no. Now the song is playing in my head and I'm too emotional right now.
何を？
思い出せ。一番最初の願いを、一なる真実を知ってなお思い出せ。
The single truth. Even after learning the heartless truth that everyone is dead and that no one will come home. Remember. Remember your very first wish.
お兄ちゃん！
There was a cataclysmic flash as brilliant as the birth of a sun. Ow. Ow, that was bright. The snake's glowing pale blue ran through Batler all at once. Batler was stained red, surrounded with a cloud of blood. Then he stumbled and looked at Enje one final time. Enje couldn't say anything in response. The light in Batler's eyes faded and slowly his body began to fall. It reached the ground and landed gently, like something settling on the ocean floor. GG. Indeed. Enje rushed toward him and looked at the final face of her dead brother. His eyes were opened wide, filled with an unwavering determination to the very last second. Oh no, Undertale is also leaking in.
エンジェさんはミステリー得意でしたっけ？バトラに比べたら全く劣るわね。
The waving snakes raised their heads and surrounded Enje. Enje had no blades to fight with. She could only cling to her brother's dead face, saying his name over and over.
意外に退屈な最後だったわ。これでチェックメイトね。
The 8 snake heads all attacked at once. Enje held her brother's face, thinking about his final words. My very first wish, that could only be one thing, that everyone would come back. That fueled my life for 12 years until I was so exhausted that I abandoned my own hope. Then, in exchange for the hope I'd abandoned, I searched for the truth. And at the end of the truth, I was confronted with something brutal and ruthless that I had no need to know. And as a result, I was faced with the true despair of knowing that no one would come home. The final hope, which I had abandoned but hadn't been able to let go of completely, was crushed. Yes, indeed, but I'm holding strong with everything I have, but the single truth. If only I hadn't learned it, I might still have been able to keep hold of that faint hope. But now, you can still have it. If you have strength in your heart, you can still have it. Nope, not at all. Remember your very first wish.
The universe shares its bounty.
Oh, hey, thank you so much for the raid. Hi, hi. Batler was coughing. Impossible. His whole body had been pierced and he hadn't been completely dead. For him to cough would be too much of a miracle to be possible. It's okay, it's the thought that counts. I appreciate it.
Batler was 死んだ。なのにどうして蘇れるの
Batler rose to his feet slowly. Though blood still dribbled from his mouth, his expression was fearless. What level of coolness is this even? He broke the scale. There's like no measuring instrument for the level of this coolness. Oh god. However, Enje didn't stand up. She kept sitting, her head lowered.
いいウォーミングアップになったぜ。始めようぜ、ベルンカステル。
Oh god.
第2ラウンドをよ。
そんな、どうしてです、我が主。
The shonen be really strong with this one. Like, wow.
死者が蘇れるはずなんてない。ありえない。バトルは死んだのに、どうして蘇れるのよ。生きてるわよ、お兄ちゃんは。赤き真実でバトラーは死んだって宣言してるのよ。なのにどうして生き返れるの。世界中すべてが死んだって言ったって、私だけが世界でたった一人信じるのよ。お兄ちゃんは生きてる。そしていつかきっと私のところへ帰ってきてくれる。
そうだ、お前がその希望を失わない限りついえる奇跡なんてない。
この奇跡の魔女を前にしてお前が奇跡を語るな。飲み込め、すりつぶせ。
Ah, okay, yeah, sorry, I didn't catch it. Thanks for explaining, Zeko. Very real. It's been hype after hype for a few streams already, actually, right? And to say so.
兄弟揃って消し去ってしまえ。
消せやしないのさ。
Can't erase this.
世界すべてが認めなくても私たちが信じる限り奇跡は起こるのよ。
Ay, please. Why do I need to see that? The 8 wriggling snake heads transformed into a massive whale jaw and swallowed everything.
奇跡なんて起きない。お前が心を許せる者は誰も存在しない。
How can you say that in red? I mean, what does that even mean at this point?
だから死ねー。いるわ。みんなが私を守ってくれる。
Yeah, exactly, Banjo. The cruel whale of mystery that tried to swallow everything was gouged deeply by a massive wedge. Gouged the whale and killed, yes. That deeply pounded wedge could only have been used by someone who had both talent and a deep love for mysteries.
陳腐だぜ、そのトリック。わらわがすでに読破し飽き果てたトリックだぜ。
This is a moment where I'm very happy to see Beatrice. Very happily. From the bottom of my heart, genuinely, sincerely. I love that she's here, and I love her. Okay. There it is, I've said it. I've said it. The woman who stood back to back with Batler, launching stakes, was very, very clearly. We got there. We did. It was a long journey, but here we are.
ベアト、どうして？
Oh God.
若き真実で死亡を宣言したのに。あんたの赤き真実が何だってのよ。
Your recognition.
Oh, hey, thank you so much for gifting Bea a sub. What the heck? Oh, no, actually 5 subs. Oh, jeez. Thank you. It's a 5 total, right? Okay. Thank you so much. One cat was hurt during the creation of this novel. Oh, no. Oh no. Oh god. Okay.
赤き真実は絶対、それは誰が抗おうとも絶対に覆せない完全なる真実。
Okay.
世界中の全てが私の家族を否定しても、それを一なる真実として突きつけても、
Oh, Toasted. You're gonna be very emotional. Oh god, this whole yeah, tonight is just peak. It just keeps peak. It just keeps peaking. Yeah, red truth at this point, I don't even know what it is other than just a different color of red in the text.
私は認めないわ。なぜなら
And just slowly rose to her feet. Oh god, don't do this to me. Oh gosh. Around her, the shapes of people slowly appeared, and they also rose to their feet. One after another, a whole crowd of them. They were Enja's family, her relatives. Everyone from Rokkenjima. That wasn't all. Everyone from the Golden Land, all of the fantasy creatures appeared, and following Enja's lead, they rose to their feet. Then all of them glared at Bernkastel.
世界中が否定しても私は捨てたりしない。絶対にみんな生きてるって希望を。そして私は至ったわ。それが私の魔女としての境地よ。こいつただの未来の魔女じゃないの。過去には後悔の涙を流すことしかできない無力な魔女じゃないの。
Yeah, indeed. No.
私は黄金の魔女エンジェ・ベアトリーチェ。称号は黄金と無限と半言。至ったね、エンジェ。ええ、ありがとうお姉ちゃん。長き日々の果てに私はようやく至ったわ。
お前なら至れると信じてたぜ。
Ay, 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 the goosebumps are real.
ありがとうお兄ちゃん。受け取ったわ。お兄ちゃんが最後のゲームで伝えたかったこと。消え去れゲロカス妄想。
Yeah, I can only imagine just how much foreshadowing completely flew past my head that I just... In the moment of first experiencing it, it was like... Just generally, Umineko is a lot, right? It's overwhelming and you can't really see or project into the future what it would turn into, right? But I can only imagine when you go back and it's like, wow. Yeah. Ah.
そんなの認めるわけねえだろ。みんなは永遠に私と共にあるわ。誰が赤き真実にて何度殺そうとも私はそれを拒否する。私のもとに何度でもみんなは蘇る。私は半言の魔女エンジェ。私の世界はお前の赤き真実では傷一つつけられない。
Sorry, those daters. Oh, yeah. From Enje. No, from Enje and her family and her friends, several golden streaks shot out at once. They were the same as the marks left by Bernkastel's great snakes. Angry cat sounds, native Bernkastel sounds. You gotta give the actress a lot of props. Like, she did a stellar job. Bird's screams are just up there. Not just in pitch, but in delivery as well. Oh, I'm happy. I'm just an emotional, overwhelmed wreck, okay? I don't know what I'm doing right now. I'm just here experiencing greatness and being very humbled by it and also brought to tears. And if this any of this does anything for you, I'm happy to provide. However, the glow inside these was gold. Then they wriggled, combined into one single mass, and transformed into an eagle with 2 wings. Oh my god, it has 2 wings! It wasn't one-winged anymore. Thanks to Enja's absolute willpower, the golden eagle had gained the wing it needed to fly into the future. Imagine 2 wings. Those spread wings made Bernkastel and the whale shrink back.
後ろ宮のわしは振り返らない。
そして絶対にくじけない。
The golden eagle easily swallowed the blue whale with its wings, grinding it to bits. And it didn't let the whale's master escape either. It was now Bernkastel's turn to run. Bernkastel didn't fight the golden eagle. She couldn't. In this world of Enjas, where even the red truth couldn't hurt anyone, just what sort of attack could have any effect? She frantically ran this way and that, throwing one wedge of red truth after another at the Ushiromiya family. Sorry, Chidorin. You have my sympathies and my pat-pats. I don't know what else to offer at this time. We don't want Chidorin to weep. Chidorin is a treasure we must protect. Alright. Ushiromiya Kinzo is dead. Ushiromiya Kraus is dead. Ushiromiya Natsuki is dead. She repeated this over and over again, but no one fell down. Enja wouldn't accept it, so they couldn't pierce anyone.
こんなエンドレスナインがあるの。赤き真実さえ通じないなんて何なのよ。黄金の赤き真実に打ち勝てる黄金の真実って一体何なのよ。信じる心よ。それは私たちの総意。私たちが認めて共有した真実の前に、お前の赤き真実など何も貫けたりはしない。
アバよ、ベルンカステル、これが本当のチェックメイトだ。
この私が認めない。
The massive golden eagle finally swallowed Bernkastel whole. It then slammed into the vast ceiling, and there was an incredible explosion accompanied by an earthquake. That awkward feeling when a mystery novel has a cat as the final boss. From the cracked ceiling, along with many falling chips, a single black cat plummeted and slammed against the floor. Erika ran up to it, repeatedly calling out to her master, hugging it. Then she realized that it was still breathing, and simultaneous expressions of relief and shock rose to her face.
安心なさい。私の真実に傷一つ許さないように、あんたたちの真実にだって私は傷一つつけないわ。
ボロ雑巾になってるぜ。
お給くらいはサービスということにしておけ。レアとあんた あんまりお兄ちゃんと慣れ慣れしくしないで。私はあんたたちの関係を認めたわけじゃないんだからね。愚か者め、わらわをよくも生き返らせよって。もうダメであるぞ。わらわとその愉快な眷属は生涯そなたを苛むであろうぞ。そしてわらわとバトラのイチャイチャぶりを見せつけてやるのだ。うわっ、あら、意外と便利ね。暗号の魔法ってオンオフ自由じゃ。
That's an off switch, what? Beto kept appearing and disappearing like a light bulb turning on and off. Oh, don't be so mean to Beto. What the heck? And she seems to be enjoying herself. I can't. That's so adorable. What the hell is that? Oh my god. The voice is everything. I can't. No, I have to hear that again. Wait.
エンジェ、そのくらいで許してやれ。
I need to hear that again.
バトラー、エンジがいじめるよ。
Oh, my heart. Peak fiction, yes. From Golden Witch of Rokkenjima to Golden Knight. Oh, poor Beto. Oh, let's not bully her. Tapping the Beto switch in the on position. Ay, 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 yeah.
いいわ。お兄ちゃんが言うなら許してあげる。エンジェ、すごいよ。ウリュー。エンジェ様、反言の魔女、おめでとうございます。これで私たちずっといつまでも一緒なんですね。ええ、そうよ。みんな反魔法の毒素なんて関係ない。いつまでも永遠に私と一緒よ。
偉いぞ、エンジェ。よく言った。
Everyone surged forward, squishing Angel. They tried tossing her into the air, but dropped her onto her butt. And everyone laughed. Gosh. Angel looked a bit resentful, but when her brother lent her a hand, she got up and joined the circle of smiles. Oh. A quiet applause greeted them. Shattering, their witness, had acknowledged their victory and was clapping for them.
見事であったぞ。
To be fair though, I don't necessarily take any sort of pleasure in Bern being hurt. I didn't necessarily want her hurt, I just wanted her to stop her shenanigans, and I guess this was the one way they managed to get to that result, but that doesn't mean I enjoy the fact that she's hurt.
エンジェ・ベアトリーチェ卿。
I do. Okay, but I mean, we're all entitled to our own feelings and opinions. I wasn't necessarily trying to impose mine, I was just verbalizing it.
そなたにこの奇跡を祝して我が名において今日の称号を許す。そなたの紡し物語はなかなかに愉快であった。そう身構えずともよい。私はそなたを祝福しているのだから。
Catherine smiled serenely. Yeah, I understand that. I also think she's very deeply hurt by something. And she needs to be healed. And she can't heal herself. Maybe Lambda could have helped, but now I don't know in which direction that would go. I don't know. She has her stuff to deal with, basically. Bottom line. And I respect that. I respect that. Then the cat overlords broke their positions in their constellation and lined up behind her. It was clear that this was not only a peaceful action, but part of a solemn ceremony.
我が巫女は打ち破られた。そしてその命を奪わなかったことに感謝する。見ての通り、あれは私を退屈させぬための可愛い飼い猫。あれが死んでしまっては、私も退屈するのでな。
Nah, poor Lambda. Yeah, I'm not sure I understood exactly in what kind of state she is right now. The true strength of this being, who referred to Bernkastel as a pet cat, had already been made clear during her fight with Lambda Delta. Even so, Angel spoke.
私はラムダデルタを殺したあなたを許さないわ。おや、反軍の魔女殿の言葉とは思えぬ。そなたが望めばいくらでも蘇らせられるではないか。え、蘇らせられるの？大丈夫だぞ。ラムダデルタ教はそなたの力でどこかで生き返っている。安心せよ。
Yeah, sure, if it's about this moment we've already experienced it, I guess. The only thing that would be a no is if it has spoilers for anything coming ahead that I haven't read yet, right? That would be the only issue.
すでに私の用意した感激石に移られている。安心せよ。手厚くもてなしている。
Red carpet treatment and a lot of popcorn, I would assume.
本当にならよかった。
Angie finally relaxed and let the tension leave her whole body.
さて、バトラよ。これでそなたの最後のゲームのゲームマスターはそなた一人になった。
そうだな。
Ah, I see. Interesting.
あんたんとこの猫はこれでリタイアだろうな。
そなたのゲームの最後の儀式を済ませるべきではないか。我が巫女は猫のように忘れっぽいが、時に猫のように執念深い。今のうちに儀式を済ませた方が良いと思うのだが。
ああ。じゃあお言葉に甘えてそうさせ。
私は立ち会い人となり、その顛末を記すことにしよう。最後の儀式。このゲームもいよいよ終わりなのね。
Things have calmed down a little bit. I'm also kind of like pulling myself together. Battler nodded silently. Then he stepped out of the crowd and motioned for Enji to follow him. As Enji passed by each member of the Ushiromiya family, they cheered her on, giving words of encouragement. Battler took out the golden key and handed it to Enji. It now had the same glint it had possessed when he had first given it to her. Ooh. Then two doors appeared out of thin air on either side of them. They had a stately design, making it clear that this was a very important decision.
ノーヒントでどちらかを選べと？
とんでもない。ヒントは出すさ。今から簡単な問題を出す。二択の簡単な問題だ。
あいやいや。
そして その答えを園児はどちらかの扉を開くことで選ぶんだ。
なるほどね。オーケー。ハロウィンパーティーの続きってことだわ。あのパーティー、私寝落ちしちゃったのよね。だからちゃんと締めくくることができて嬉しいわ。
ベアト、前へ。
そなたはわらわの問題を解く前に眠ってしまったからな。出題できて嬉しいぞ。
参ったわね。相当難しそうだわ。
うりゅう、大丈夫。エンジェなら大丈夫。どうかな。
覚悟せよ。難しいぞ。
落ち着け、エンジェ。
I'm stressed.
簡単な問題だ。一番いい選択肢を選ぶにはどうすればいいか。
バトラよ、ヒントが過ぎるぞ。未来の魔女エンジェ教の凱旋である。そなたは見送るだけにとどめよ。
だな。じゃあここからはベアトに譲る。頼むぜ。
うん。
Make us. I have to answer? No! Why do I have to do it?
では行くぞ。
Oh gosh. Sure, we can make a save.
ええ。
Enja gulped, then stared up at the witch's face. The witch held out her left hand, bringing it close to Enja's face. Okay. The whole let's solve puzzle mode kind of stresses me out because it was very stressful for me during the parties. I don't particularly enjoy the prospect of going back there. So her left hand, why is that in purple? Then she slowly spread her fingers.
わらわの手のひらをよく見るがよい。種も仕掛けもないな。
Uh-huh.
ええ。何もないわ。
よく見ておれ。こうして握る。そして人差し指を立てる。
She stretched out her index finger and held it right in front of Enja's eyes.
人差し指の先をよーく見ておれ。行くぞ。早いぞ。
The witch rapidly lifted her index finger high into the air, pointing at the heavens. Just as Enja looked up to see the finger raised high, it swung down as though trying to dodge her gaze. As though maybe trying to make her look in a different place. In that manner, the finger swung up, down, left, right, and then left again, as though Enja was playing a game of Achimuitehoi. Feeling as though she'd lose if she couldn't keep up with the fingertip, Enja swung her face this way and that, looking serious. The witch's hand moved faster and faster. Enja didn't lose track of it. Then the witch's high-pointing finger took a sudden swing downwards, and when it stopped, her index finger was curled up and her hand was held in a simple fist.
よいか、手を開くぞ。
The witch slowly opened her right fist. Okay, this is the right one. And there was a cutely wrapped candy.
よいか。
ええ。
これは手品か魔法か。それがわらわから与える問題である。
さあ、エンジェ。
Aww. I'll make a save here. It's closer point.
答えてくれ。これは手品か魔法か。
I know. I know what the answer is.
答えが魔法ならそっち。手品ならそっちの扉を開けるんだ。
I had already decided my answer. The witch showed that her left hand was empty. She made a fist and waved her hand around. Then she opened her right fist and there was a candy there. Was this magic or a trick? I mean, if we've come all this way and we don't understand or believe in the magic, then what the hell have we been doing? For streaming purposes, it's better to choose trick first. You just want to see the scene, I guess. And then we move on with the magic. But yeah, I guess, yeah. Okay, okay. I'm calm now. Okay. Okay, fine. Let's see what this is. Pick with heart. My heart is here, but this stream is asking me to see this. Or like chat is asking me to. Okay, let's do that. Fine, let's see what is it if it's a big trick. I have to click again or okay. How does it even go from here if she chooses trick though? Okay. I walked over to the door that represented the answer I had chosen. Then I put the golden key into the keyhole and turned to face everyone. Yeah, I obviously remember the whole thing with the cup and Erika being an asshole. I remember all those parts, yes. And this is even easier to explain than the cup thing, because, yeah. It's clear what the trick is, but that is not the essence of it. That never was the essence of it. Yeah. I gripped the key tightly and twisted. Then the key and the door flashed brilliantly and slowly faded away. Beyond the door was a strangely colored space. If I step into this, I'll reach the future I chose. Before taking that single step, I spoke without turning back.
後ろ宮のわしは振り返らない。だから振り返らないけれど言うね。みんなありがとう。でもさよならじゃない。私はいつまでもみんなと一緒。
ああ。お前は振り返らない。だけど俺たちはいつだってお前のすぐ後ろにいるからな。
そんなのじゃない。私それでも信じてるから絶対にみんなが帰ってきて全員揃うって信じてるから。エンジ。
それでよい。エンジ。再びそなたのもとに我ら一同が揃う日が来るのを楽しみにしておるぞ。
エンジよ、我が可愛い孫よ。しばしの別れだ。ほれ、これを忘れるでないぞ。あのクイズパーティーの景品であるぞ。
Oh. A gold butterfly flew over my shoulder, landed on my palm, and turned into a Beatrice doll.
ソファーの上で目覚めた時、これが転がってたっけ？これって景品だったのね。
未来へ持ち帰って大切にしろい。
ありがとう、みんな。
I took a step forward into the future. Yes, yeah, indeed. I won't say goodbye. So, see you later. We'll always be together. A strong wind blew through my hair. My nose was filled with the smell of the sea. I must have been standing still for a very long time. This is a point cutting through the sea. I was standing on the bow of a boat. I was still holding that thing.
Ojo.
Oh, Amaku-san. Oh, I'm so happy to see you.
いつまでもそんなところにいると肩を冷やしますぜ。
天草。じゃあここは。
Captain Kawabata's face peered out at her.
見えてきたぞ。あそこがかつての後ろ宮家の船着き場だ。
跡形も残ってませんぜ。
そういうこと。
Why is everyone stressed in chat?
ここに戻ってきたのね。随分と長い白昼夢。いえ、遠大な寄り道だったこと。
No matter what sort of tales are woven and written about the past, they have nothing to do with my tale of the future. I swore to live life looking only to the future, without turning back. If that vow I made to myself has any meaning, then this hasn't all been just a daydream. I said an ironic thing. What did I do? God. And besides, I've brought many things back with me from that long side trip. Among those, there are even some things that are immediately useful.
さすがにこれは役に立たないわね。
No! I threw the bandage doll into the ocean! No! What?
なんですそれ。
未練よ。古い殻を私は脱ぎ捨てたの。
Okay, you could have done it just metaphorically speaking, but like, kept the doll. I don't know. It feels cruel.
懐かしき六軒島を前に心機一転ってわけですかい？
違うわ。後ろ宮エンジェっていう人間をやめたってことよ。I won't waste that long journey. I now have a new way to live. And that isn't as the human called Ushiromiya Enji. I am reborn. Sencho.
Those things.
悪いけど、ちょっと席を外してもらえるかしら。
Why do I have such a bad feeling in my gut right now?
ん？ああ、すまん。構わんよ。
Captain Kawabata buried his face in the driver's seat.
なんですお嬢。気難しい顔して。
私、新しい人生をこれから踏み出そうと思うの。
すでに踏み出してますぜ。
そうね。後ろ宮家のめんどくさいのをすべて売り払って、どこかに寄付でもしたら、きれいさっぱり清々するわ。それで私は後ろ宮エンジェという殻を全部脱ぎ去れる。
Okay.
莫大な金が思いのままってのにもったいねえことです。
いいじゃない。私がいらないって言ってるんだから。
そりゃそうですがね。
Okay.
ただお嬢が売っ払うのはお嬢だけのものじゃないものもありますぜ。例えば
後ろ宮グループの株式とか。
そうです。お嬢にとってはただの紙切れでしょうが、でっかい会社の命運を揺さぶりかねない暴挙ですぜ。 んなことされたらうちのボスもたまらんでしょうぜ。
ええ、知ってるわ。スマデラ家もそう。おこのぎ社長たちもそう。私に自由気ままでいられちゃ困る連中が大勢いるものね。
エンジェさんはまごうことなき VIP です。派手なことは慎んで、ここはおとなしく隠れてる方がいいかと思うんですがね。
その VIP エンジェを好き放題にさせない一番手っ取り早い方法って何かしら。
さて、どんな方法がありますやら。まあ、酒でも飲んで腹を割って。
私の旅の最終目的地が六軒島であることは誰にでも予測可能だわ。そして六軒島は今や完全なる無人島。誰も存在しない。誰にも見られず聞かれない。今日は最高の密室日和。
そりゃまあ確かに。
スマデラ家が私を追っているわ。おこのぎ社長のところにもタイミングよく押しかけてきた。私があそこにいた情報は売られているのよ。
うちのボスが売ったと？なのにボディーガードをつけますかい？
私がどんな気まぐれを起こすかわからない以上、おこのぎ社長は私とスマデラ家の双方に貸しを作りたい。だったら私の情報を売りつつ紙一重で私を逃がし、その後も所在を抑え続ければ勝負カードを手中にしたまま私にもスマデラ家にも恩が売れるわ。
そりゃ考えすぎですぜ。
Makusa wore a forced smile, trying to smooth things over.
スマデラ家は確実に私を追っているわ。私の行動は意図的に彼らにリークされているもの。そして六軒島で私たちは鉢合わせになる。そして私は連中に殺される。そしてあんたはスマデラ家のヒットマンを返り討ちにして、おこのぎ社長はスマデラ家に対し交渉のカードを得る。私が死ねば後ろ宮グループは当面安泰。その上スマデラ家には釘も刺せる。さらに言えばスマデラ家も持て余し気味の過激派の急先鋒霞おばさんをきれいな形で処分できる。両者は痛み分けで手打ちしてめでたしめでたし。
なかなか面白いシナリオですぜ。
あんたの持ち込んだあのゴルフバッグ、中身を改めさせてもらったわ。すごいわね。戦争でも始めそうなすごい銃ばかり。
Start a war.
でもあれは狙撃銃だわ。常に私に寄り添っているはずのボディーガードに必要な銃なのかしら。
何が起こるか分かりませんもので。
常に軽装であることが望まれるボディーガードはその役割を一日放棄してまで六軒島に渡る直前に調達する必要のある銃かしら。
お嬢、考えすぎですぜ。
私が六軒島に着いたら一人でゆっくり墓参りをするといいというような感じにして私を一人にする。それは餌。すでに六軒島で待ち構えているスマデラ霞たちを釣り上げる餌。あとはあんたがあのバカでかい銃で一網打尽にしておしまいよ。
一網打尽、結構じゃねえですか。ちゃんと護衛になってますぜ。
ゴルフバッグには最新式の狙撃銃の他にドイツ製の新型短機関銃も入っていた。
Seems Engine knows her guns. Wow.
便利ですぜ。スマデラ家が何人来ようが一網打尽です。
もう一丁あった。それは拳銃。狙撃銃も短機関銃も最新式の素晴らしいものなのに、その拳銃だけは嫌に古ぼけていて旧式だった。これよ。
Aye, Enja, oh my lord. Enja pulled the handgun out and pointed it at Amakusa.
おやめなさい。笑えませんぜ。
拳銃は常に身につけておくものでしょ。なのになぜさらにもう一丁があって、それもこんな不釣り合いな古い銃がわざわざ用意されているの？それを説明する推理があるわ。それは須磨寺かすみたちが用意している銃と同じだからということよ。この銃はトカレフ、旧ソ連製の軍用拳銃で、日本のアンダーグラウンドに大量に流通しているポピュラーなものだわ。須磨寺家が用意する武器として極めて妥当。それに須磨寺かすみが死んでくれることは須磨寺家にとっても都合がいい。須磨寺家側も情報のリーク、いえバーターに応じていると考えられる。よって須磨寺家のヒットマンが調達した銃がトカレフであることは事前にわかることが可能なのよ。
Amakusa was speechless. Was he speechless because this was all true, or because he was stunned by the determination with which Enje pointed that gun at
あん
him?
たの、いえ、あんたたちの企みは、私を餌に須磨寺かすみを無人島におびき寄せ、双方が相打ちで倒れたように細工すること。それで小此木社長も須磨寺家も全てが丸く収まる。
A single line of cold sweat dripped down Amakusa's forehead. With the wind whipping through her hair, Enja spoke coldly.
ただこの拳銃があるだけで。
Oh no, what is this line?
後ろ宮エンジェにはこの
What is this line? Oh my god, I hate hearing this come out of Enja's voice. Oh my god. Like, I hate hearing it in Enja's voice coming out of her mouth. Jesus Christ. Yeah, they're just like completely snuffed out. What the heck? Best line. Oh my lord.
いかがかしら皆様方。
Oh my god. はいはいはい。
安全装置外れてませんぜ。
知ってるわよ。トカレフに安全装置がないことくらい。
Amakusa tried to dive behind cover, but he couldn't outrun a bullet. It shot into his gut, making him double over in pain. Knowing that he had the gun hidden in his pocket, Enja nipped any possibility of a counterattack in the bud. Interesting, okay. I mean, I wouldn't expect them to say something fake about a gun, right? Like, the author would actually, you know, pick one for which the line would fit, or like make the lines fit the weapon. Blood spurted from Amakusa's forehead. Oh wow, like she went for the forehead. Like no, no. He did not close his eyes again.
お医者でなくてもできる。世界で一番簡単で確実。
I hate all of this.
検視の方法に。
What is this Erika seeping out of her? I don't like it.
あんた。
Kawabata showed up, all color drained from his face after having noticed the gruesome scene on the deck. This time it was his forehead at which Enja pointed the barrel of the gun.
船の都合があるので時間が欲しい。あなたはそう言ったわ。でも、あなたが買収されているならば、それは須磨寺かすみが六軒島で待ち伏せするための時間稼ぎだと断言できる。
知らんぞ。何のことかわからん。
あなたという猫箱の中に買収されて裏切ったあなたと裏切ってないあなたの二人が共存しているわ。その片方の裏切ったあなたを殺す方法は？
Oh my god. Ugh.
よせ。嘘だ。
猫箱ごとあなたを撃ち殺せばいいんだわ。
My. The boat's owner slumped over backwards and fell. Then with the second bullet, Enja performed the perfect examination. Yay! She had survived. She had now surely escaped the expertly woven plot to kill her. Yeah, but at what cost? Enja returned to the bow of the boat. Is that what it's? I never know what to say. Nautical terms. Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm just catching up. Faced the strong winds head on and peered into the future in front of her. And what is that future? The boat whose owner was gone headed towards the endless horizon, on and on in a straight line. She prayed that the truth she truly desired to reach lay before her. Where in the ocean? Then she heard the sound of clapping. The sound of clapping on a boat where Amakusa and the captain were no more. However, Enja didn't look surprised. She calmly and slowly turned around. Comrade.
真実の魔女の同志エンジェ・ベアトリーチェ。
あら、いたの、エリカ。
真実を暴く者がいるならば私はどこにでもいます。
ねえ、エリカ。
何です？
The boat had already passed by Rokkenjima. The island's silhouette was now off in the distance. The boat headed towards the endless horizon, counting on its endless journey. The new Witch of Truth announced the beginning of this endless journey to her fellow witch.
私は私なりの方法で未来を切り開くわ。
素晴らしいことです。
その果てに私がつかめる真実はあるのかしら。
あなたが求める真実って今さら何だって言うんです？
その通りだわ。真実なんて何の価値もないって。そしてもう一つ分かったことがあ
る。何でしょう？
天草のカンパされて戸惑った時のあの表情、悪くなかったわ。グッド。
Ay, ay, ay. I had hated every second of that. No, God. Rodent jump scare. Oh my God. I hated it. You either die as a burger or live long enough to see yourself turn into a road. Yeah, okay, this I hated it so much. We did it for completion's sake, okay? Yeah. Out of principle. Oh, okay, I see. Alright, sure. Sure, I can see that. I've been through so many novels that had like alternate routes and endings and so on. that I'm kind of used to experiencing them. And even if you land on a bad ending, or like if I land on a bad ending, I am capable of distancing myself from it and be like, okay, this is not where I wanted to go, and I will not take that as being the ending of the story. So that's alright. It's crazy to me that even after all this, you're still given the choice to essentially reject the main message. I think the whole point of that, at least the way from where I'm standing right now, how I see it, is that even though the main idea of the novel is to send this message, it's not gonna shove it down your throat, right? You still get the choice at the end to be like, nah, I'm noping out of this if it doesn't work for you. But for me, the way I see it, like where I have landed on at this point in time, is that if we take it with the metaphor of the trick, or like the thing that Beatrice did, is it magic or trick? I think the whole point of it is that even if you know it's a trick, even if you can explain exactly how the trick was achieved, the whole journey has been to get to see the magic. And to still choose to see the magic, despite knowing that it's a trick, and despite maybe even being able to explain the trick into immense depth of detail. So that's the whole point. So yeah, let's do that. Reading Face and Knife without getting a bad ending, challenge level impossible. I actually had this attempt when I was reading the Fate route to see the bad endings, just to see how they are. And I chose one on purpose, and it was never-ending, just dismemberment, and I thought it was like, oh my god, just how long can this be? And it just kept going and going and going. I was like, okay, I'm not reading the bad endings anymore. I'm good. Ask Dezo why Erika is Enja's avatar. Okay. Okay. Alright, we do the other one as well, right? I feel much better being back here. I didn't like that at all.
答えてくれ。これは手品か。
Okay, back to warm. Yes, yes, yes. What song is this? Thanks for all people. Yes. Thanks for being born and thanks for all people just really hit the spot. Right, we know what the answer is.
答えが魔法ならそっち。手品ならそっちの扉を開けるんだ。
Right. Yeah, yeah, indeed. Okay.
"これが私の答えよ."
I walked over to the door that represented the answer I had chosen. When I put the golden key into the keyhole and turned to face everyone.
"そうね。ごめん."
Yeah, I can see that it's the same. So, regardless of what you pick, they are still warm and loving towards you to the very end. Even if then you turn into Erika incarnate and go mass murder people. That makes it hurt even more. Okay, I'll put that out of my memory. That's not a thing that actually exists. It's like a weird fragment that we can shove into the bottom of the closet in the dark. It can't stay there. Okay, I'll just oh. Either ending beats NJ ending her life. I guess, yeah, that's true. Right, the key and the door flashed brilliantly and slowly faded away. Beyond the door was a strangely colored space. If I stepped into this, I'll reach the future I chose. Before taking a single step, I spoke without turning back.
後ろ宮のわしは振り返らない。だから振り返らないけれど言うね。みんなありがとう。でもさよならじゃない。私はいつまでもみんなと一緒。
ああ。お前は振り返らない。だけど俺たちはいつだってお前のすぐ後ろにいるからな。
そんなのじゃない。私それでも信じてるから。
The trick ending is real, it can't hurt me. Yeah, exactly.
絶対にみんなが帰ってきて全員揃うって。
エンジ。
それでよい、エンジ。再びそなたのもとに我ら一同が揃う日が来るのを。
エンジよ、我が可愛い孫よ、しばしの別れだ。ほれ、これを忘れるでないぞ。あのクイズパーティーの景品であるぞ。
Poor Battle. Yeah, we can kind of skip through these.
ソファーの上で目覚めた時、これが転がってたっけ。これって景品だったのね。
未来へ持ち帰って大切にしろい。
ありがとう。
I took a step forward into the future. I won't say goodbye, so see you later. We'll always be together. The magic ending hurts more. I don't know. We'll see. I was actually wondering how this scene would have felt, like just now, a few seconds ago, if the reward was a different one. Yeah, that's another light novel title. Perfect. The wind brushed against my cheek. I slowly opened my shut eyes. I might have had my eyes closed for a very long time. Even the sparkles below me seemed blindingly bright. It was a strange world with the sea of light beneath me. The wind was cold. However, it told me that I had returned to reality. I was standing with one foot outstretched over the sea of light below me. How long have I been here? Since the moment I was lured by Bernkastel just about to take a step off the edge, time has probably been stopped for me. I slowly pulled my foot back in. Then I leaned against the fence and sat down. Oh, that sounds very good. The sky was far away, but so was the ground. This whole time I've been in this sad place, so far from both of those worlds. I can't go to the sky. In that case, I have to return to my world.
そしてそれはエレベーターがいいわね。
Yeah, if you want to go down, please take the elevator.
スカイダイブはもうたくさん。
Enough skydiving.
さすがにもうないわよね。ここから飛び降りて無事なんて奇跡は。
After all, some witch of miracles has already guaranteed that a miracle like that definitely isn't happening. Then I finally noticed them. The guards that President Okonogi had assigned to me. They were approaching the fence with forced smiles and sweat dripping down their facing, trying not to startle me. That's right. I got away from those guys before jumping off, didn't I?
飛び降りると思った？
それはもう
ごめんね。私が飛び降りたらあんたたち大目玉もらっちゃうものね。
エンジェさん、そこは危険です。とにかくこちらへお戻りください。
もうちょっとだけいさせて。大丈夫よ。変な気はもう起こさないから。あなたたち携帯は持ってる？
あります。
おこのぎさんと話したいことがあるの。電話してもらってもいい？
The guards looked at each other, then rushed to take out their cell phones. They looked like they didn't want to put me in a bad mood in case I jumped off and left them to take the blame.
社長が出ました。どうぞ。
ありがとう。もしもし、おこのぎさん？ええ。急にごめんなさい。いいえ、素敵な話よ。ちょっと早いクリスマスプレゼント。後ろ宮グループを全部あなたにあげるわ。そう。その代わり、お願いがいくつかあるの。
As she gazed down at the sea of stars spread out on the ground below her. Oh, sorry. I clicked. Yeah, sorry. Enja spoke. Okay. I clicked fast. She spoke of how she would live from now on. Shiromiya Enja's strange and mysterious adventure ends here. But my life will continue. After all, I know I have a job to do. I am Enja Beatrice, witch of Mariage Sorcière.
後ろ宮エンジェはさっきここから落ちて死んだわ。ここにいる私は魔女のエンジェ。生きるわ、魔女として。
これにてそなたのゲームは終了だ。
As Enja opened the door and vanished from sight, the residents of the Golden Land disappeared as well. Afterwards, only Batler could still be seen. He had now finished doing everything he could for Enja.
扉を閉めよ。確かその扉を閉めるには作法があったな。
ええ、そうよ。二人じゃなきゃ閉められないというルールよ。
よー、エヴァおばさん。
だからおばさんって呼ばないで。
The two of them stood to the left and right of the door that Enja had vanished through.
エンジェ、あなたの未来に幸あれ。
俺たちは必ず一緒になれるからな。
Then the two of them held their hands out in front of them. As they did, the door popped into existence and closed. Then the door itself faded away.
これで私たちの役目も終わりね。
ああ、これで駒の役目を終了だ。
ご苦労であった二人とも。それではこれにてそなたらのゲーム版を片付ける。
Slowly, the world began to crumble. At a glance, it looked as though the city of books was starting to fall apart. But that wasn't it. Batler and Eva's world was being cut off from the city of books. The world broke apart bit by bit, and the ceiling would probably fall in soon.
お別れね、バトラ君。
ああ、またな。そして必ずエンジを頼むぜ、エヴァおばさん。
最後くらいエヴァお姉さんって言ってみなさいよ。
お姉さん。
またな、エリカ。いつかどこかで。
私もエンジェも同じ真実の魔女でした。なのに私と彼女は何が違ったのでしょう。
I wonder.
なんだろうな。
I had to have another one of these, I guess. The hair color. Yes, Batler.
私は真実に耐える魔女でした。でもその真実に背を向けました。しかし彼女は真実を知った上でなおも彼女の真実を信じる魔女でした。
Yes. To be fair, it had happened much earlier. I've had moments like this before. It's fun.
もし彼女の方が真実の魔女にふさわしいな。
Indeed, thus it is.
私は何の魔女だったのかわかりません。
そうだな、お前は魔女じゃない。だってお前は探偵だろ。
ぐっと忘れてました。
またいつかどこかでな。
Oh, how nice. I approve of that.
事件あるとこ探偵ありなんだろ。
ええ、後ろ宮家に再び事件があるとき必ず現れることを約束しましょう。
あばよ、名探偵。
さようなら、我が好敵手。あなたと再び刃を交えられる日を楽しみにしています。
Those were the final words the two spoke to each other. A mighty roar and a cloud of dust blew by, covering everything. And then everything vanished. Nothing remained. Batler and Eva were both gone. The city of books was shrouded in silence.
すべて終わったな。
はい。大アウローラ卿。
そなたは我が飼い猫を頼む。では私も行こう。こちらの世界でも片付けねばならぬのでな。
When Hachija made her announcement, everyone fell silent, thinking they had misheard her. Before too long, though, the crowd exploded with a shower of questions about what she meant by this.
そんな殺生な！ここまで引っ張っといてそれはない！
八条先生、私たちはそれを見たくてはるばる集まってきたのですよ。今さらそれは。
繰り返します。気が変わりました。後宮エヴァの日記は非公開とさせていただきます。
詐欺だ！そんなの詐欺だ！
それは本当に後宮エヴァの日記なんですか？あんたの捏造じゃないんですか？
こんなふざけたことが許されるのか？その本を公開しろ！
醜きかな人の子よ。そなたらにも、そしてこの私にも
この中身を見る資格などありはしない。しかし思えばこれもなかなか愉快な催しであった。死者の眠りを暴き、好き勝手に噂を吹聴する人のこの面白き一面を見ることができた。行くぞベル、今宵の魚にはこれで十分であろう。
A black cat jumped onto Hachijo's shoulder, and she disappeared off to the side of the stage, the book of the single truth in her arms. Only the angry yells of the massive crowd remained. And so, the people gradually lost interest in Ushiromiya Eva's diary, some even doubting whether it had ever existed at all. Though the weekly magazines were in an uproar over Hachijo Toya's apparently fraudulent claims, there were some who began to voice an opinion that the Rokkenjima mystery itself was an indiscreet desecration of the dead. Oh, there we go. It wasn't likely that Rokkenjima could rest in peace just because of something like this. However, people became slightly more hesitant to show open interest in the Rokkenjima mystery in public. An unopened catbox is eternal, and so Rokkenjima will probably never find peace. However, even so, compared to how it was before, life will surely be easier, because as the years pass, the dust will slowly pile up on it, where it lies in the depths of oblivion. At the bottom of the deep sea known as the depths of oblivion, the witch's catbox will probably get slowly buried as the years pass. Featherine threw a single golden rose into that sea, an offering to let the catbox rest in peace. Let us mark the end of this long story with the tale of that golden rose. Oh, interesting. In the darkness, there was a massive roar and an earthquake. When it passed, dawn began to rise over the endless night. The third day, October 6th. Okay.
ここは
Oh my gosh.
かつての潜水艦基地の廃墟だ。覚えてはおらぬのか？
初めての場所だぜ。
わらわとそなたが2代前の前世で初めて出会った場所であるぞ。
そういう風に言われるとロマンチックだな。
Batler and Bato could be seen in the ruins of Rokkenjima's underground submarine base. The cave's mouth opened to the sea, and the gentle sound of the waves drifted in along with the cries of the seagulls. It seemed that the typhoon, which had closed off the island for 2 days, had finally gotten bored and gone away. Oh. So are the seagulls crying? Bato went down to the shore and lifted up a large sheet. Beneath it was a motorboat. Of course, it wasn't from the time of the war. It was modern.
これを船に積め。重いぞ。
わ
お。Right. I was just going because there was still time left and I didn't know what we were getting into. But if you think it's enough to leave it for next time, I'm all for it. It's all good. Honestly, I cannot tell because I don't know how extensive the content is here and how extensive the tea party will be. So, yeah. If the major scene, I also don't want to rush through it, right? If it's major, maybe it's better to just, you know, let it unfold at a proper pace and not rush through it. Because I would be here for like, I don't know, 15 more minutes or something like that, so I don't know. Yeah. I think it's okay also from the perspective of I felt a lot this stream. It's okay to leave it in more of a peaceful spot than have all of the next whatever momentous things happen next time. Many feelings, a lot of feelings. Ah. Yeah. But obviously it would be nice to have a chat, so I don't know. We could make the stream after be the chat and... Yeah. Yeah, let's leave it here. And we will figure it out next time. I guess I'm gonna go to the beginning and overwrite the save here. From November! Oh my gosh. Also, this is like so nice to see them together. Yeah. Very long. Quite literally 1 year long. I did check, like I mentioned last time, and indeed, it was the 9th of May last year that we first set foot on Rokkenjima. And it is the 9th of May this year that we've experienced all of this. So it's only poetic that it happened on this date. So yeah, I'm very happy, and my heart is in a really good spot right now. So I'm looking forward to seeing what this is and what the tea party will be. Still haven't read the whatever extra episode. People are not praising it. Oh, Pancho, I'm sorry. It was strictly for completion purposes. I don't think any of us here like it or believe in it to that point of like making it the ending. It was just like, you know, a stepping stone to get us here and actually to appreciate this more. Even though Bea also said it, but I also like kind of like I have a gut feeling that it will also hurt. But it's not necessarily about it hurting or not. It's about it landing in a better place, generally speaking, which I think it will. So, let's see. Which one is the good one? Which one is the bad one, though? Do we know? Is it something that we should also look into? Like I said, I like the idea of still giving a choice and not forcing anything onto the reader. I think that's very cool. I think that's very cool as it is. Even though I'm not landing in anywhere in the general direction of the spirit of that ending. I think that's the proper way to say it. Our confession. Oh, that sounds intriguing. Ah! Yeah, it will happen. It will happen. Once we round up everything Umineko related. We still have some stories to do as well, right? Some of the side stories. And of course we gotta have a chat about it. So we can do that. Yep. Right. It's nice that there is still some more side content or extra content to look at after, because I don't know. It's hard for me to envision not sitting down and reading this anymore, like at all, and being like, okay, here it is, it's done. It's hard. It's been a year, so. Oh yeah. Bear hadn't been around for a while before I started Umineko, and I did indeed have her as a big motivation to reading it, but it wasn't that she tricked me or anything. It was a consciously made decision. Umineko with you for the rest of your life. That is true. That is true. But it's I don't know. It's a little bit daunting to think that, and especially since I don't go into it with like a proper scheduling in mind, like even right now I don't know exactly how much is there left and how long it will take and how it will be transposed into streams. So it would be like so weird for me to just sit down one night and be like, oh, it's like all over, completely over. Okay, and then I start something else. Just the thought of it like feels, there's like, I don't know, there's a hole in my heart just from the thought of that. So yeah, letting go a little bit slower, like having the ending of like the main novel and then maybe some extra bits of content and then conversation or whatever. It will be an easier time for me to just slowly let go. That's what I mean. Oh, Zeko, you're great. The puppeteer. Okay, we can keep it a mystery in the cat box if you like. But no, seriously speaking, I had heard about it for a long time. It's one of the big things that people talk about in the community, right? But I just never felt that it would be something in my sphere of interest, in the sense of a sphere of interest of like doing it on stream, because I didn't feel like I would be a proper reader of the novel, if that makes any sense. Like I had no confidence in myself to do this. It was like, this is not something for me. I was like, I'm way out of my like the novel itself is out of my league, basically. I'm out of its, what's the word? I have no words. English, right? Like I am like down here and the novel is like up there, and like I'm not even reaching anywhere near like the grandness of this thing. Like what am I doing, right? That's kind of like my thought. And what Bea did was made me feel more comfortable with just attempting it. Which is a magic in its own right. Ay. Yeah. Oh, I'm glad. If I made you cry tears of joy and blush and all in the same stream, yeah, I'm glad. I hope all of that is a positive feeling. When I first read the visual novel, I thought, I'm not sure I'll like reading this. 10 hours later, I'd finished Sayanota and it was scarred for life. I don't know what that is. But is it scarred for life, like in the sense of like it was a bad experience, or it was something that marked you? I think that's okay. But also your count of 395 is a little bit weird. Didn't you mean 65 maybe? Or maybe one extra because this is a leap year. Free month. Yes. I mean, it doesn't really make a difference because it feels like it's been an eternity that we've been reading the novel. What's another month? It's a horror visual novel. I'm genuinely afraid of being in a situation similar to it. Okay, I see. And so arcs are not living up to allegations. No, I get it. I get it. I mean, I understand. It's the whole point of the novel to not say an answer outright and to let you find your own, or just live with the catbox. You can live with the catbox if that's something that works for you. And up to a certain point, it works for me too. Yep. Oh boy. All right. This has been quite the night. We're cutting it a little bit shorter. Sorry about that, but it's been awesome nonetheless. So thank you especially and in particular for being here tonight. It's been nice. And an extended thank you for having been along for the journey. It's just the thought of it that I sit down here 2 days a week and I turn on the streaming and you just are there mostly all the time, however often your own time allows you. It's crazy, and there's been a lot of awesome people that have come simply from Umineko that I never dreamed that I would be meeting or having this level of conversation with, which is amazing, and it blows my mind. And I try not to think about it too hard, because then my heart is exploding in all of these like fuzzy, warm feelings of like gratitude and happiness. But yeah, I think it's important to also verbalize it towards you. So thank you so much. You have made this an amazing journey. So let's end it with the bang, I guess, next week. And if we want to have like a nice extended conversation about everything at the end, we can think into allocating that time even extra from next stream, so we don't have to smoosh it all together. But first, let's see where we land and how we can plan it out. And yeah, I'm all here for your suggestions and everything. So many things to be said. Yeah, exactly, right? So we can even like just dedicate one full stream just to that, if that fits, right? So first, let's get through it, then we can talk about it, and yeah, we can schedule it to fit properly for as many people as possible who will want to be there. I am flexible. I'm trying to think if there's anything in particular that would block certain days, but there isn't in the upcoming weeks, so we can totally do that. Yeah, it's been amazing to share this with you, so thank you ever so much. I want you to read 3 chapters of manga on stream. Okay, yeah, sure, send them my way and we see how we can organize it. For sure. Alrighty. Yeah, awesome. For now, I just bid you good night and have a great end to your week. And I will see you again with more awesomeness and probably a good chunk of Fumi pain on Tuesday. Love you all. You're amazing. Bye bye.